want you all to come to Jack Games. Do you understand me?
Yeah, or I'll turn you into chocolate and eat you.
Good one.
Hola, Gargi. It's Jeremy here at Jack Games, and I'm here to do a quick deck profile of my 33rd place online CHU tournament. This was not the webcam event that was strictly CHU Dark Tournament. This was standard, I guess, a new standard where everything is legal. I got 33rd place, which isn't too bad, with I guess maybe like 6 games or so with this. Every game I change something out. So we'll go through this deck profile. So if you don't know, CHU is the best 5-hand in the game. I mean, we'll see. Someone prove me wrong. I don't know if top 8 had a 5-hander in there, but we'll see. He's a 5-hand size character, 32 health. Enhance if your non-throw attack deals damage, commit and flip from our foundation. So this deck is heavy on the flip package. It is getting even more heavier once I put out my Vex Machina list with more flipping foundations in there. So first off, second, he has a response. Before your rival's ready step, draw X cards and discard down to your printed hand size. X equals the number of committed foundations in your rival's stage, max 5. So this deck is all about flipping foundations and having you stun cards. That's why he's the best 5-hand, because he can draw cards. So we have a little bit of some defensive package tools in here that allow us to discard cards on our opponent's turn for our benefit. So first, let's get into the foundations, right? You can't have a deck without foundations. 0 dish. We play 3 quick attacks. I think going forward, I might take this down to 2, maybe to 1, because late game speed doesn't matter when you have a board of foundations, right? But early game, this is kind of useless. But 3 quick attacks, in case we do take damage sometimes, so it's good to come up. We have 2 Serum Bullets. Nice play, because response when you play this card, you rival commit to a foundation. So it's pretty cool. So like say I'm turn player, I have a Serum Bullets. I can then I guess it doesn't matter, right? They still commit a foundation, but like going second or something, it's pretty nice because yeah. So say I'm going second, and then my opponent obviously went first built out. If I play a Serum Bullets and I do not commit my leader, I can draw 1 extra card to defend when I build out my hand with my other foundation, such as other stuff that builds down, right? The 2 different. Next, we play 4 copies of Intern with Best Genius. This one's just here solely for the flip, to make your the response flip, to make your opponent flip a foundation. And then it's cool because we have cards in here that say flip 1 foundation, stun 1, commit 1. This is the attack we have. So this allows us to flip this foundation, because right now it's just a useless foundation. You just need it for response. And what's cool is you can respond on block as well. So you block with this 3 mid, respond, flip the flip foundation on their turn, which is nice. Alright, let's get into our 1 diffs. Our 1 diff, oh man, this very bad on here. There you go. Our 1 diff are going to be 3 fearsome transformations. Again, I was traveling for this tournament, so if I wasn't traveling, I would have put another copy of fearsome transformation, because we need draw in this deck. I realized that when I'm only drawing 5 cards per turn. I'm drawing 5 on your hand, but I still need to have 5 cards to attack back, right? So I need ways to draw cards. So this is a good way to just draw one. I just need 1 card to hit, then I can draw more cards. I say that because Chivalrous is our next to play 4 of. So this card's good to draw, but this one allows my opponent to draw as well. So it's kind of like I'd rather have this, so I draw 1, instead of giving my opponent a card to help me draw, right? You're helping. And the last 1 drop we play is going to be 4 Snack Time. Obviously the Deadlock is amazing. This is probably our only one of our only Deadlock threats in this deck, but that's perfect, right? We need to draw cards. Deadlock, draw a card, enhance discard a card, give an attack stun 1, right? So this is just good, because sometimes I'll just discard my hand on my turn just so I can get stun off to hopefully deal some damage, and then my leader says, cool, he has 3 committed, I get to draw 3 more cards. So that's why this is a 4 of a must in this stun deck. So that's the 1 diffs we got there. I'll try to move them here. Make a little more space, I guess. Alright, then we have the 2 diffs. So we have a spicy 1 prehensile tail. Actually, yeah, I think we can stack them like this, because that way they're more on the screen, right? So you got 1 prehensile tail, which I think is nice. It comes up, but like I don't flip a lot. This is mainly for the flip to have your opponent discard momentum. That's what it's for. Well, also as a deadlock, we do play. We only play, I think, 4 slams in our deck. So it does with deadlock, the slam gets +2 damage and throw. So that's nice. So that way you can get at least something on the board on deadlock. But I think building going forward, I want to have my opponent build into deadlock, and they must do that because they're going to have blank foundations because I'm going to flip all of them. So like, dang, I have to do it. Next, we're going to play 1 rubber blades. We have 1 man, 1 inside. Spoiler. This is good because I thought I would see a lot of speed reduction. I didn't see much speed reduction or damage reduction, right? Maybe like 1 leader I think I played against. This was speed and damage. But for the most part, this was almost a dick card. Just because you're stunned out, and then for the most part, my attacks come at base speed. So once you put one in your card pool, you really can't block the next one, the next 3 speed, 4 speed move. So this was almost dead, right? And like I said, once you start flipping foundations, they're not, you know, they're not doing it right. Next, we played 2 Petty Squabbles. I saw someone put me on Petty Squabble. I think it was the CHU tournament itself, the first one, the first webcam one. He was playing CHU and he had Petty Squabble, and I like it because you can discard a card. The response discard card make them commit a foundation, so it's good on offense and defense, right? The one card we hate is that Airy card, the one that says keep me Airy safe. That sucks in our deck, but Petty Squabble says cool. I'll pitch a card and I'll have you commit that foundation. So now that's at least 1 Airy gone for the turn, right? And then our leader says we can also commit and flip something. So we can still so if there's damage, you commit another Airy and flip it, so that's no longer on the board for us. Next we played 2 copies of Learning the Standards. It's pretty good, still a good card, deals damage. I get to say no thank you, stop shooting at me. Just a good card. So if I'm doing this, I probably need to do stuff that decreases damage, but that's something we can look into later on. Next we play 2 copies of New Training Method. I think the new list I'm gonna have is gonna have 3 copies of New Training Method. I like this card. I think I need it. I think 3 is a little like pushing it, right? It takes a spot of something else. Maybe I swap out Learning for this, maybe, because I can always pick it up if I have a 3rd copy, pick this up and build it, right? So I don't know, so that's something to think about, but it's good because it allows me to commit, flip something that builds my flip foundations for my Prince I'll Tell. Also, this means commit, flip, pick up a card. I can then discard it with Snack Time or discard it with Petty Squabble, right? So it just feels, you know, it just feels good. Next, 2 copies of Revel at its Masterpiece. This deck was missing. This deck was missing damage, right? Because most of my stuff, because leader has no damage on face. Most of my foundations you saw are about committing. So most of my attacks get base damage. This is giving me 1 extra damage, and also fills the drop for an attack we have coming in our attack package. Next, we have 1 copy of Ryukyu Huddle. I say one copy is good because we can pick it up with New Training Method. It's also unique. I never really used the discard momentum to mill 3 for a stun attack. I mean, half of my attacks are stun attacks, but at that point you're really kind of banking on getting any attack on the mill 3, and that's also a commit cost. But it's good because in my leader, when we stun, we get +1 damage, right? So that adds to our damage package. So we have both of these. We're getting 1 damage, and we're getting 2 damage per turn, per attack, I would say, which is nice. So good card, good 1 of, maybe 2, but I don't know, 1 seems okay. If I see it, it's cool. If I don't, I don't. Next, we play a 1 of Soul Piercing Glare. Pretty old card from starter deck. Enhance, commit, flip 1 committed rival foundation. Again, we're trying to flip. It's unique, so it's okay, but we're trying to flip cards to make our cards better and stronger and make you hate playing the game. Lastly, we played 2 copies of Thunderous War. This is the sole reason why to play on Earth if you're playing a stun package. Enhance, commit. Your attack gets +1 speed for each of your rival's face down foundations. Again, leader flips, other cards flip, Soul Piercing flips, the 0 div flips. We have actions that flip. We have other cards that potentially could flip. So like we're trying to flip you out, right? But anyways, you get 1 speed for each face down rival foundation, and then if I have 30 or more cards in my discard pile, which is why we play the Revel. Revel's Masterpiece. We do that because we want to get more cards in discard pile. we get an additional +1 speed. So if you got 30 or more in this card pile, you commit this, we get +2 speed for every face-off foundation you have. This is a late game kill card. It's awesome. And most decks don't run reset speed to 0. You know what I mean? They do reset damage, you know, to a certain span, but most people aren't playing cards that reset speed to 0. Next, we'll get into our actions. Taking this out, it's cool. It's a spicy one of Sugar Rush power up. I just never saw it, and with me trying to have cards in discard pile, it seems like it doesn't really mesh with the deck well. Yeah, it's a +2 speed, +4 damage. It might be a kill in itself, but Thunderous Roar, you know, other effects that pick up stuff, I think this is gonna be better suited for something else like maybe a second copy of Dark Tournament Looms. This one's cool because I need to draw, right? Enhance or move, add 1 card from your momentum to your hand, which is nice. You know, deal damage, pick up an attack, and then draw a card. So it enhances, removes, I get to draw a card. At worst, I get to draw a card. At best, I get to draw a card and get a free momentum, which is nice. So I get 2 cards for the price of 1 card. And it's a 1-check, so it's perfect. Or we could swap this out, swap this other Sugar Rush power up for another copy of Referee Jury. Probably one of the best cards, I think, the best hand traps, I guess you could say, in the game, right? Enhance, change the attack's damage to 4. If it deals damage, draw 1 card, right? So it's nice when they pump it up, you just say, I don't die this turn, I take 4, and then you draw a card, and then I get to go ahead and respond, learning the standards, I took 4, unblocked attack, you know, play something else, good luck trying to kill me now, so I'm a back from you, right? And then also has a response, card pool, flip, commit 1 rival foundation. After rival plays enhance ability, they commit 1 foundation. So it's nice. So sometimes I play it on offense. Say they reset my speed to like 4 to like 3. I'll play Jury, I'll put it back to 4, and then say, do you have any more enhances? If you do, you're going to commit 1 more resource to help me draw 1 more card, help my attack land, and then help me flip 1 of your foundations. So it's nice, right? I mean, on offense, it sucks because I have to commit, you know, potentially 2 things, right? But on defense, it's too good. Now, or we can swap this out with another copy of Season Day Advantage, right? Again, we want to flip. So this is good because, you know, first, obviously, we want to play this on our first card in our attack phase. Hey, go ahead, check it 3 on 3. Perfect, we got it out the way. Form this, your next attack is +2 speed. Response card pool, flip. Build this down, flip a card, right? So we want to do this on a 3, play a 4 diff attack on a 5, check a 5, +2 speed that attack. Go ahead and flip one of those foundations that I do not like, that you want to play around my wheel ability. I'm going to flip that crap, build 1 down. So it's a play, it's just great. It's a build play, so it's nice. And it's a decent little 2-minute box, so it's not bad. Last we play 1 copy of Twisty Surroundings. This card's good. It's at a 1-of. If I see it, I play it. I mean, it's kind of hard not to play this. I mean, and if I see it on defense, it is a breaker 2, which is nice. Breaker 2s are, I think, are pretty rare on the Earth symbols since they rotated out. Set 1. It's a breaker 2, and plus, like, it's cool because we have momentum. We don't have many momentum outs. We have, like, I think two attacks with powerful. That's about it. So we can do like this, or, you know, really powerful attack, and that's really it. So this lets us change and get perfect blocks, or say make everything a low attack, you know what I mean? Because most low blocks aren't 1 or 2 lows, they're like 3 lows, 2 at the most, 2 at the best position low blocks of 2s. Make everything low, right? And then it's cool because we can say, go ahead and you check the 3 on instead of a 5, right? Go ahead and commit 2 foundations for me, so I can go into my turn with you commit out, so we can go ahead and win this game. So yeah, so 1 Twisty is good. Like I said, well, we've been cooking a little bit. We're taking out Sugar Rush power up for something else a lot better. Next, we're gonna put this. Next, we're gonna go into our 4 diffs. So some of these are stuns, some are not. So next, we're gonna go into 2 Karate Chop. This is mainly for Mirio, or Amajiki. It's good because this says commit 1 rival foundation for each printed attack zone. Yeah, our deck is a mainly mid attack zone, but we have some highs, we have some lows. I think we have lows, maybe not. We have highs at least. So that's, you know, that could be a potential commit 2, right? But at best, it's commit 1, and then they discard. I discard a rival momentum, so I get to choose one of your face ups and say, get out of here, guy. You know what I mean? And it's a 1 high box, so it's not. So it's nice. So this is, you know, this is technically is a stun 1 no matter what. I wish I had stun on the card, but it's a stun 1 technically, unless they cancel the enhance. Next, we play the spicy Risho's Meteor, right? So this is our 2-check. Don't be afraid of 2-check, guys. Just play out. You know, you'll draw the 2-check more times than you check the 2-check, I think. Anyways, it's a 2-low block, which is nice. 4 high for 5. Flip, enhance, flip 1 Rival Foundation. So it's another copy of Seizing, which is nice. Flip a Rival Foundation. Your rival's next check to pay a card gets minus X. X equals to flip foundation. So you can flip a 2 diff, a 3 diff. Let's say that card is no longer being used, and guess what? You're gonna get plus that to your next check, right? So you checked a 5. Technically, after the 2 diff, you checked a 3, right? Yeah. I guess the minus, but you guys get it. It gets plus 2 to your next check. Plus 2 minus to this blue number. Minus 2. Anyways, next one, which is pretty cool, pretty spicy. Enhance, if this attack is not blocked, your rival flips 2 foundations. So what's pretty cool is I play this, it's a 4 for 3, and I say, guess what, commit. You have 3 face-off foundations from like previous attack or a leader ability. So now it gets plus 4, 5, 6, 7 speed, so 7 high, which is not bad for 2 with plus X to your next check. So you gotta check quite well for this to not have you flip 2 more foundations. What was cool about it, this card is just commit. So my next turn, I get to do it, and hey, you have to flip 1 for this. You didn't block, you flip 2 more. You flip 3 so far in leader ability, so you flip. So this card alone, if unblocked, makes you flip 4 things. This flips, enhance, I flip 2. Leader ability, I commit and flip 1 more. So you flip 4 cards with this 1 card. So, and this thing is, hey, that's plus 4 speed alone with this package. So, pretty good. Next, we're gonna go into our stun. So this is why we also want cards in the discard pile. We pay 4 beast summoning. So it says enhance, I lose 4 health. I can pick up a beast summoning from my discard pile, which means I always have an attack. It's nice. This one actually has stun 1, so if I do the Ryuku's Huddle, discard a card, discard Momentum to go ahead and mill 3, I could pick up one of these from if I mill it. What's cool about this card is enhance. If I have 30 or more cards in discard pile, that's why it pairs so good with this card. They both require 30 to do extra effects. I get to ready a foundation with a 3, 4, or 5. So I could commit this, give it X speed, enhance ready this, perfect, right? I could, and then I could also ready this as well. I commit, I want you flip that committed foundation because you committed, I want it flipped. I'll ready to back up, I'll flip it again, right? Or I can say, hey, I'll use it to pass a check next turn. What's cool is I can loop, right? I could just pay for, play it, loop it, you know, but I can't obviously have to be non-committed. But still, it's still a 3 for 5. And once you're committed out with 1 card in card pool, you have to nearly check a 5 or a 6 to block this, right? Because think about it, full committed board, 1 in card pool, it's pretty much a 4 mid at that point, right? A 4 mid for 5. You have to play a 1 mid and check a 5, right? Or 2 mid and check a 5 and commit character with it, right? So like this is where it comes in handy. Next, we're gonna go ahead and go into his own kit. Ogre Killer, flip 1 foundation. Your rival commit to 1 foundation and 1 asset. So that's why we flip these 0 diffs. Like this is trash. We don't care about it later on. We have the other 0 diff. We have this one we don't care about. So we go ahead and flip these that we don't care about, so we can go ahead and get our flip commit. And this also commits assets, which is cool late game because people love their assets. They love their Aries. They love their Udon boxes. They love their Ikajachi, whatever his name is. They love that stuff. Luna, come over here and listen to me. Oh, it's okay. I love you though. She's just playing. I know. Don't touch it, okay? It's still downloading. And this also has stun 1, so it's cool. Stun 1, so it's a stun 2. Leader ability, you get to commit and flip something else, right? Technically, it's stun 2. Next, we're gonna play the Ogre Boulder. I think this card is so good. It's so good. 3 high for 5. Enhance, the driver has 2 more face-down foundations. This attack is plus 2 speed. They usually have 2 because leader can commit and flip one of the cards, and you flip naturally with the 0 diff, with with the action card, whatever. So usually they have 2 flipped, and they flip themselves sometimes, like flip, draw a card, whatever. So it happens. Enhanced, if Robert has 3 or more committed foundation, this attack is +2 damage. So for the most part, this attack alone is a 5 high for 7. This attack also has stun 1 and team stun 1. So, so as long as they have 1 committed from the previous turn, this damage buff will always pretty much go off, right? So it's nice. Next, we're gonna play 2 copies of Armor of the Wolf. This is my only out for momentum for powerful or EX. That's why it's a 2 of. It's sneaky. It doesn't have stun, but I like it because we all like it because of the response, right? You pass, I get to go ahead and get damage, right? And then when a character like me, who wants to just commit, flip your stuff, stun 1, snack time, you know, we want to stun you out. You just say enhance on this, enhance on that, enhance mill a card, enhance revel mill, enhance thunderous war, give it speed. That's the combo. We give it speed, you can't do something, then you say powerful 3, response damage, leader ability, you know, just random stuff, right? Snack time or chivalrous. We just trying to just draw. Unfortunately, we don't have attacks to just say like crappy enhances, but when you're stunned out, this is probably getting +2 speed, +3. I mean +3, +2 damage, +3 damage, just because you're stunned out. So what can you enhance on if all your foundations are committed or flipped? And people, to play around my character, you need to commit your face-up cards so I cannot flip them. That is the secret. If you do not commit face-up cards, I will commit your face-up card and I will flip that face-up card. If they're face-up, all I can do is commit. I do the maximum amount of the ability. I'll commit, but it's flipped, I cannot flip. So people want to flip, want to commit their face-up cards. So this just says cool. So now I'm just getting damage because you have face-up foundations that are active that do nothing. Lastly, the win con of the deck. You gotta play 4 copies. Knife Edge Deathmatch. It's cool because like say I'm losing and I get hit, I get enhanced, I get +4 damage if I took damage that last turn. Also enhance, CHU enhance only. If this attack is not blocked and your rival has 8 or more committed foundations, I win the game. I'm trying to make you flip where you have to build to 8, and I'm gonna say, hey, go ahead and kill me. Go ahead and kill me. Go ahead and kill me. Go ahead and try to kill me because I'm gonna go ahead and play my action. I'm gonna go ahead and make it 4 damage. Commit 1 more. Make it 4 damage. Commit 1 more. And it's like cool. So now you have, you know, people thought they were safe when they had 5 active cards, and I was like, cool. Go ahead and stun 1. Go ahead and team stun 1. And I was like, awesome. I was like, so that's 3 down. How do you get to 8? Snack time. Pass. Stun 1. You know what I mean? Leader ability. Oh, you didn't block it. Commit stun 1. This guy says, all right. He comes down. He has stun 1 on his face. Stun 1. Go ahead. Snack time. Stun 1. And you know what? Just so you can't block it, make it speed like, you know, they got like 10 speed. Okay. Go ahead and block a 15 for 8. I literally killed a guy who had 28 health. He was playing Mario. He had 28 health. And he's like, yeah, I make the damage 0. And I was like, yeah, but you didn't block it. So you lost. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, dang, that sucks. You know what I mean? Because he was like, I'm winning. You know, there's no way you can beat me. I'm like, yeah, but you went to 8 and you couldn't get out of it. And I just played this card and was like, cool, it's 0, but you didn't block it. So game 3, you know? So that's the deck. Sideboard, real quick sideboard. We're getting late. I'm trying to talk a lot. Sideboard, we had 2 locking the building. This was for Mario. I found out this was for Osprey too. I lost to Osprey. I lost to Tam, the guy who won it all. So I guess it's okay losing him. But it's only here so they can't kick out cards from card pool and make him play on progressive. Also for Toguro too, because he kicks out cards, right? This says no, I'll lose 1. You play on progressive. You keep going from there. And Toguro is nice because he builds himself into 8 or more, which is really nice for me. I'll put this out. Next, we played 2 Face Shields again for Toguro. I really hate this card. This card's so good, but I hate it because it's a 3-min. So I have to like build in speed reduction, which I have none of, at least in the main board. So I hate this card, but it's useful. This is XR, by the way. Woohoo, money. Next, we play a Fast Strength. Really good. I could main it. I don't know. Maybe main is the right move. It just sucks because like sideboard is good because you know what attacks you need to just blank out, right? But mid game you don't know what to blank out because you know it's game one. Who knows what attacks they have? So Bastion is good. We have defending Pageant Queen, good for speed reduction. I don't think it came in. It may have came in once, but it's kind of tough to justify something so fast when I'm trying to take damage or I'm putting damage to 4. So yeah, that's fine. We have another referee jury. I think you need it. I think going second. I feel like this could just be three in the main. Just because we want to see it on defense really good. We pretty much always hold this. Easy to draw it. This is really good. Next we're gonna play another Weber Blades. Again, I thought I would see Jin. I thought I would see, I don't know. Something said reduces speed and damage, but I think if you don't see Jin, that does it automatically. You don't see many cards that say reduce damage, reduce speed. Maybe like Kuwabara, maybe or stuff like that potentially. But yeah, so this is another copy of Web Blades. Lastly, for Miro Amajikis, we play another copy of Karate Chop. We are scared of momentum. It's really good. I mean, especially Amajiki or the Karu, I think his name is, that does stuff. Really good, so we're gonna copy of that. But with that being said, that's the deck. I will try to upload the actual tournaments and gameplay. So, without being said, thanks for tuning into my frequency. And I always say, Sempre Gumby.
It's the words to remember when you go into outer space. Good news! Jack Games